This is not a quick message. This is a deeper moment of reflection. The kind of reading you sit with quietly when life feels like it is moving in ways you cannot fully explain yet. Sometimes we move through periods where everything feels predictable. Days follow the same rhythm. Thoughts repeat the same questions. But then something begins to shift beneath the surface. A new chapter starts forming quietly before we even recognize it. This general reading is about those quiet shifts, the subtle moments where life begins rearranging pieces in ways that eventually create a completely new direction. You may not see the full picture yet. You may only feel small signs that something is changing, a different mindset, a new opportunity, a person entering your path, or a realization that changes how you see things. Tarot often shows what is developing beneath the visible surface. So take a slow breath, relax your mind, and allow the message to reach you in the way it is meant to. The first card appearing is the Fool. The Fool represents new beginnings and fresh journeys. This card often appears when life is opening a path that requires courage and curiosity. It is the energy of stepping forward even when every detail of the future is not yet clear. Right now, there may be an opportunity forming that invites you to take a leap of faith. This does not necessarily mean acting recklessly. Instead, it suggests trusting your instincts about a new direction that feels exciting but slightly uncertain. Many people hesitate when the Fool appears because they fear making mistakes. But the truth is that growth rarely happens when we stay in the same familiar space. The Fool reminds you that learning, exploring, and trying new experiences is part of the human journey. This could involve a new career idea, a creative project, travel, or even a shift in personal identity. Something about your current path may feel ready for expansion. Even if the first step feels small, the energy around you is encouraging forward movement. The Fool also invites you to reconnect with curiosity. Sometimes adults forget the power of curiosity because responsibility and routine take over daily life. But curiosity opens doors that logic alone cannot always find. Allow yourself to ask new questions. Allow yourself to explore new possibilities. Even if the path is not fully visible yet, this card suggests that the universe is supporting fresh beginnings. The second card coming forward is the High Priestess. While the Fool represents action and movement, the High Priestess represents quiet awareness and deep inner knowledge. This card speaks about intuition and hidden understanding. Right now, your inner voice may be becoming stronger. You may notice subtle feelings guiding you towards certain choices, while warning you about others. This inner guidance is important to listen to during this period. The High Priestess often appears when there are truths that are not fully visible yet. You may sense that there is more happening behind the scenes than what people openly show. This could involve work environments, friendships, or personal situations. Instead of rushing for answers, the High Priestess encourages observation. Sometimes the most powerful information reveals itself naturally when we remain patient and aware. This card also suggests spiritual growth. You may feel drawn toward reflection, meditation, journaling, or simply spending quiet time thinking about life and your deeper purpose. Trust your instincts. Your intuition is becoming sharper right now, and it is helping guide you through situations where logic alone may not provide full clarity. The third card appearing now is the Eight of Pentacles. This card is strongly connected with effort, skill building, and dedication. The Eight of Pentacles appears when someone is focusing seriously on improving their craft or working steadily toward an important goal. In practical life, this could represent work, studies, creative pursuits, or personal development. You may be investing significant time into learning something new or strengthening an ability that will benefit you long term. Sometimes this card appears when progress feels slow because mastery requires patience. You may feel like you are repeating tasks, practicing skills, or putting in consistent effort without immediate recognition. However, the Eight of Pentacles reminds you that real success is built through repeated effort. Each small improvement eventually creates strong expertise. People around you may begin noticing your dedication more than you realize. Even if recognition has not arrived yet, your work is building a solid foundation for future opportunities. Stay focused and continue improving your abilities. This period of effort will lead to greater confidence and professional growth. The fourth card coming forward is the Lovers. This card often brings attention to relationships and meaningful connections. While it is commonly associated with romantic relationships, the Lovers card also represents choices that align with your deeper values. You may currently be reflecting on the relationships in your life. Some connections may feel stronger and more supportive, while others may be revealing differences in values or priorities. The Lovers card reminds you that healthy relationships are built on honesty, respect, and emotional understanding. You may be encouraged to communicate more openly with someone important to you. For some people, this card can represent the arrival of a meaningful romantic connection or the strengthening of an existing partnership. Emotional bonds may deepen during this period if both people are willing to be sincere and transparent. However, this card can also represent personal alignment. Sometimes the most important relationship is the one you have with yourself. Making choices that reflect your true values is essential for long-term happiness. Reflect on the decisions you are making right now. Choose paths and people that support your authentic self. If you feel this reading is speaking directly to your situation and you want deeper clarity about your personal path, I offer personal tarot readings starting at $9, where we explore your specific questions and timelines in detail. For those who want ongoing guidance and deeper insight each month, there is also a monthly membership for $99, where we explore long-term patterns, timing, and spiritual alignment more closely. If this message resonated with you, like the video so it reaches others who may need guidance, comment what part of the message connected with your life, and subscribe for more detailed tarot readings like this regularly. When you are ready, we can also continue with the next 4 cards of this general reading, where the energy becomes even more interesting and revealing. The next card appearing here is 7 of Pentacles. This card speaks about a moment of pause in your life. It shows someone standing in front of a tree that is growing coins, quietly observing the results of their work. Spiritually, this card appears when you have already planted seeds in your life, but the results are still forming beneath the surface. You may feel like you have been putting effort into something for a long time and wondering when it will finally show clear rewards. Emotionally, this energy can create a mixture of patience and frustration. Part of you knows that progress is happening, but another part of you may feel tired of waiting. You might be looking at your career, your finances, or even your personal growth and thinking, I have been trying, learning, improving. So why does it still feel slow? This card acknowledges that feeling without dismissing it. But the deeper meaning here is about timing and maturity. The fruits of your effort are not missing. They are simply ripening. Just like a tree cannot rush its harvest, some parts of your life require a longer cycle. The work you have done internally, the lessons you have learned, the discipline you have built, these are quietly shaping the outcome that is coming. Spirit is asking you not to abandon the process now. Many people walk away from their path right before the reward appears. This card is a reminder that consistency is powerful. Even if progress feels invisible some days, your energy is still building something real and lasting. The next card coming forward is the Star. This is one of the most beautiful healing cards in the entire tarot deck. The Star appears after a period of emotional storms, confusion, or disappointment. It is the quiet moment when the sky clears and you can finally breathe again. When this card shows up in a general reading, it means the universe is guiding you back toward hope and alignment. On a deeper emotional level, this card often shows up for people who have recently gone through something that shook their confidence. Maybe something didn't work out the way you expected. Maybe someone disappointed you. Or maybe life simply felt heavier than usual. The Star does not erase the past. but it gently restores your belief that good things are still possible. Energetically, this card also suggests that you are becoming more aligned with your authentic self. The person you were a few years ago may not be the same person you are becoming now. Your values, priorities, and goals may be shifting in subtle ways. This is not confusion, it is evolution. The star also carries a message of spiritual guidance. Even if you cannot see the full path ahead yet, you are being gently led in the right direction. Sometimes guidance comes through intuition, sudden clarity, helpful people, or unexpected opportunities. Pay attention to the small signs around you. They are guiding lights along the path. Now, the next card appearing is Knight of Wands. This card brings a burst of movement and bold energy. After the slower patience of the Seven of Pentacles and the healing calm of the Star, the Knight of Wands introduces action. It represents courage, passion, and a sudden urge to move forward with confidence. You may soon feel a strong motivation to take action on something you have been thinking about for a while. This could relate to a creative idea, a career move, a personal goal, or even a lifestyle change. The energy of this card is not quiet or hesitant. It is enthusiastic, adventurous, and ready to explore new possibilities. However, the Knight of Wands also reminds you to balance passion with direction. When this energy enters someone's life, it can sometimes feel like excitement mixed with impatience. You may want to rush forward quickly because the opportunity or inspiration feels powerful. Spirit is encouraging you to move forward, but with awareness and intention. This card is also a reminder of your personal fire. Every person carries a spark of inspiration inside them. Over time, responsibilities, doubts, or setbacks can dim that spark. The Knight of Wands arrives to reignite it. Something in your life is about to remind you what it feels like to be excited again about your own journey. The final message of this reading comes through the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a card of emotional renewal and new beginnings from the heart. It represents the opening of a new emotional chapter. This could relate to love, friendships, self-acceptance, or simply feeling more connected to life again. Often, this card appears when someone has been healing emotionally and is now ready to receive something beautiful. The cup overflowing with water symbolizes emotional abundance. It means your heart space is opening again after a time when it may have felt guarded or tired. In relationships, this energy can represent the beginning of a meaningful connection or the deepening of an existing one. But even beyond romance, the Ace of Cups speaks about self-love and emotional fulfillment. You are learning how to nourish your own heart rather than waiting for external situations to define your happiness. Spiritually, this card also represents intuition becoming stronger. You may notice that your inner voice is becoming clearer.